So Paralives released yesterday, and it has been a wonderful time just getting to grips with the game, trying the different modes out, creating my para, creating stuff in build mode. Honestly, I think they've nailed it, especially with build mode, which is what I will be focusing on today. I am going to attempt to build a functioning treehouse. It should be easy, but I mean, we'll see how nice it looks at the end of this. So we have our para Elaine, who is just chilling down here. I did some randomizing just to grab somebody who will live in this treehouse. Now, what I am thinking is, because we're gonna have like really nice views, you can get to photo mode. We're gonna have views of like kind of the lighthouse from this lot, or just a lot of trees and a farmhouse. So I think this is probably a pretty good lot to be on. Now, the wonderful thing they've done in this game is give us cheats from day one, obviously. We need them. So I'm gonna do the set money cheat. Thankfully, the cheats just come up as you start typing, which is really useful. And then we need to put an amount of money. I have no idea how much this is gonna be. This isn't gonna be like a budget build, so I'm gonna do 100,000. Mainly so I can kind of keep track of how much this lot is going to be worth at the end of this, and I might have to add more. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't fully built from the ground up yet in this, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna leave some of these bushes, but there is like the perfect treehouse tree that I found yesterday, which is this guy. Like, look at this. Look at all the different branches, and you might be thinking, hey, that's tiny. Doesn't matter in this game. Doesn't matter at all. Can I terrain all this dirt away? I sure can. Let's just cover this in grass. I'll terrain paint afterwards and add in all of the fun scenery. So what I need to do is I need to put a base down so I can then build up because we don't want any of this house touching the floor. Absolutely not. It is a tree house. So I'm just gonna go big square underneath, just to give me some space. So then it doesn't even care that the tree's in there. It's like the tree doesn't even exist. And what I am thinking, and the great thing is we do have curved walls, indeed, but we do not have curved fences. So I'm gonna do a curved wall that wraps around the tree on the inside, but I can't necessarily do that for the outside, unfortunately, because the fence will not allow it. I'm gonna do a straight wall here, and then we're gonna have a curved wall coming off of. The only thing is when you zoom in, the tree does disappear. I don't think there's a way I can kind of stop that. It might not be like a perfect circle around the tree, but we are gonna try and curve it. That doesn't meet. Can you just pick this up? Turn it into a separator wall. Go again. I can always move the tree, to be honest. The tree doesn't have to stay where it is. I'm thinking we'll do that. Now, I'm not entirely sure of the scale of the door, so I might have to pop the door down first and then go from there. There are some really pretty doors in this. We're definitely going for a nice, not log cabin vibe, but very nature inspired. I kind of really like this door, actually. I'm gonna add a little bit to this wall. Then maybe we'll do that. Make that kind of the general floor entrance hallway. And then we'll start trying to do some stairs. Now the question is, how on earth are my stairs gonna work? What I should probably do, let's get rid of those walls. This is gonna be tricky. Why am I trying to do something so wild for my first build in this? This is so off the grid. This is so not angled at all. I did it yesterday. How did I do it yesterday? That's how I did it. So if we make this into its own little box, we can then pull the platform up, which is very useful. And I think I should be fine to pull this out this way if I need to. Is that gonna be smooth? Just about. Now I could remove that railing. Perfect. I don't think we really need railings at all, but there we go. And what I can do is just place a wall over this wall, a wall over this wall, and I'll have to deal with the height of it once we've built up more, because now I need to get more stairs going up another level. I think that makes more sense. We could pull this out so it matches the width of that. It goes from like smaller stairs to wider stairs, but I think that works. And it reaches the top of the wall, so that's fine. The tree is right in the middle though. Is that? Maybe I might move the tree over just a little bit. Oh no, I can't see where the tree is now. Hang on. That works a little bit better. Okay, so Now I've repositioned the entire tree. I'm happy with that. I'd love to lock that in place. I don't want to accidentally mess with that tree again. So I'm thinking when you come up here, it will end up being kind of a corridor situation just because this tree, I want to keep checking where the tree is so I can make sure it's all gonna work around the tree. Even though you can clip through the tree, I'd like it to visually look like we've tried. And we'll curve that. And that means I should just delete that little section. I don't need this little section either. And actually, I don't need that section. That was just for support so I could see what I was doing. And I should actually map out roughly what I was thinking with the fence as well, because I was thinking, let me get an actual fence just to represent it. It's trying to click on so many angles. I was thinking of having something like that for kind of the front deck area. So actually we could probably delete, I hope this doesn't delete all the flooring. It might delete the flooring, hang on. I don't know how this builds yet, so I'm kind of concerned to delete parts of it when I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen next. See, I think if I delete that, it would be fine, but then it deletes the floor, which is kind of concerning. The tree's gone! Hang on, the tree's gone. We do not want to delete the tree. Okay, the tree's part of the room. So what we will do is just, oh no, I'm gonna have to replace the tree, hang on. We are gonna run into a problem though of that branch. So I'm actually gonna make the tree just a bit bigger. And then, yeah, we can comfortably build under that now. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Just in case. I was kind of gonna have space for a lounge in here. It was maybe gonna be like mini kitchen and dining room, but I'm not really sure we're gonna get that somehow. I think what I actually want to do is get rid of this curved wall. And I want to make another curved wall that's gonna go kind of around the tree. Okay, we basically need to cut off the tree line at here and make that kind of like a little corridor. I really hope this becomes a room, and I'm not feeling overly confident about the whole situation, I'm not gonna lie. It won't become a room if we connect here. The thing is, if I delete this, does it delete everything? It deletes that bit of, it deletes that part of roof, but I can put some kind of roof on there, I think, instead. Hopefully that would be enough space for a para to walk up, but I'm not certain. I will have to test that. And now I just have to build another staircase, which I don't really know where to put this staircase. I'm tempted to make an extra bump out on the back, maybe? Right, let's see. I don't know how much space stairs need, so we'll just have to experiment. Okay, they'll need to go... We need to make this just a little bit longer like that, maybe. Now, there is a gaping hole in the roof, but we don't need to worry about that. I'm sure that'll find a way of filling itself in. Why is it? It's not showing me an angle right now, and it's kind of concerning me. We're very off the grid as well. So just, you have to take your guess at what's a 90-degree angle. The game is working on so many angles and confusion right now. Right, let's do a curved wall to there that kind of wraps around the tree, and that should be enough space that you would walk. You could walk up those stairs, I think. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. We could have it swoop. The game is chuntering whilst I'm trying to do these angles. And then we'll do that. It's saying it's not a room, which has me concerned. Because this is becoming a ongoing problem. There we go. I think I built it on the wrong level somehow. Okay! I think all my rooms are done. We're just... The only thing I'm dealing with is the... staircase situation. This is so wonky though. Hang on. That's gonna drive me nuts. We might have to cut we might have to cut the room at an angle so I could delete the flooring in here. But what I need is basically for the staircase to not be surrounded by flooring. The only thing would be doing this as a kind of partition situation, but then the ceiling's still there. But if I remove the ceiling, that should be fine. And oh boy, if we delete the ceiling, it'll be fine, she says. But I think that will look okay once I add windows to it. It's very, from this side, very blocky, but I will also maybe try and add another kind of balcony to it somewhere on the back will probably balance it out a bit better. It feels really good and freeform to build, but there are points when I'd like to kind of lock it in different ways than it's automatically trying to do, if that makes sense. Right, let's pop some roofs down. The roofing tool is a delightful time that I'm hoping I can make this be okay, so we can do like a little flat roof there. Or do I want like an angled roof? Maybe a slight angled roof up here. It's gonna be nonsense trying to do this because I've done things so strangely. Now let's do a little hat up here. A little hat roof up here. Make it kind of low. I think because depending on how you look at it with the tree as well, that does very much help. And then I could just do another one of these maybe. I mean, you can kind of see there's two different roof pieces. I don't know whether to make that a feature and we'll do that. Or if that looks a bit strange. Maybe a little bit strange, but I don't know. I'm pleased with it. I am pleased with it. It's doing what I kind of want it to do, so that's nice. Let's do just a mini balcony that might not actually be functional, but we'll make it there. Okay, look at that. We got some balconies going on. It's very much overhangs on the back. But I think that's fine. There are some pillars we could maybe make it look just a little bit more secure with, because you can just make the pillars as tall as you want, really. So I think, let's see when it starts to clip through there. Like, tree houses don't just, you know, stay up of their own accord. They do need some support. So I think it works at some different points in the house, and it'll just balance it a little bit. Maybe I could find like another little tree or some shrubbery to put around this so it's not as weird looking. And yes, we're definitely gonna have a entrance lounge room. This has all stayed the same. This will be, if I delete this, is it gonna delete my tree? You know what, it didn't, and I'm kind of surprised about that. The tree remains intact. I can have some windows there, and then upstairs, we built the roof around the tree. This will just be open bedroom. The only thing is we don't have a bathroom right now. That is our one problem that I need to add on somewhere. Honestly, the best spot for the bathroom could be, and it's going to be very much like a door poked in a corner, but I think if I could pull out, it's going to be quite like a small cutesy bathroom. All right, let's start doing some doors and windows. I definitely need a few archways going on, and I would really like to have like patio doors looking out onto the view, because you have a very nice view out to the lighthouse from here. And although you're in a tree house and it's kind of maybe a bit strange to see the ocean, I like the vibe. I do that kind of slat looking. Oh, there's an arch door. Wait though. Wait a second. There's a cute arch door. Okay, we're going arch door. That's the only door we really need. If I delete this wall, is it gonna... Oh, I fixed my build. Okay, because I didn't want anything to be there necessarily. I'm tempted to have a specific archway, but we're gonna have like a little dining table and this will be big kitchen. I'm not sure how this is gonna look yet, so the less stuff that's there, the better. Now, I definitely want to have windows facing the tree. You won't be able to see it when you're actually like in live mode, I don't think, but I know it's there. I know it's there. I quite like that. The design of that one's just a little bit different, so I'm thinking we'll go that one. There's going to be a lot of wood. It's going to be very warm in here. But I feel like for the other windows, I'd maybe prefer some more typical, like these ones match the doors. Or we could have big shutters, but it's a modern treehouse. The shutters are quite cute though. How wide does this look? We stretch it. That's a lot of bars though. I want it to be open. I want it to be airy. Maybe we'll use the same kind of window here. One big window. Definitely have a window on this angled wall. We could have it fit the angled wall, I think. Bedroom, I'm thinking we might actually just do on the side of either of the door. We will just do kind of full floor to ceiling. We'll just match this. I could maybe put some curtains on it. This is really upsetting. Just know that that wall is going to continue to upset me this whole time. A couple of these, just like that. And I think that's all the windows I want. Why is that? Hello, ceiling? Please leave. Now this definitely calls for, I feel like, your typical kind of paneling. Where is my, did my roof get deleted? What, my roofs have disappeared. I'm not entirely sure when, or maybe that was me. Did I delete that? I was probably when I was doing stuff with the stairs just now, actually. Change the color of this. Maybe we'll make this be, the dark blue's interesting to me. I'd like 2 different types of wood, or like a wood and a stone maybe, to be on here. I'm gonna try these 2 different kinds of wood color together. There are so many random sections to this house like this. What is happening? We ignore first build. I'm sure eventually I'll want to basically like rebuild this whole thing and see if I can do it a bit better than this, because it's very much just kind of thrown together, I feel like, right now. All right, I think, oh god, don't look at it from too low down. It looks ugly. I think that's kind of a nice, I don't know if this blends in too much. Maybe I should make that really contrasty. Okay, very much a more modern treehouse now, I think. We've just gotta mix the colors up sometimes. And I will possibly make all of these pillars also be darker. All right, we'll add some more pillars in. I might add even more pillars than this, but I just wanted them to look more intentionally placed because they were kind of a little bit random. So I think that's not too bad. We could change maybe the stairs to be a little bit darker. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's move on to the inside. Now, it's gonna take me so long to do. I think I want to keep some wood paneling kind of on the inside as well. I think that'd be quite nice. I really like this floor, but I also want to, again, keep maybe some of the more like raw wood going on. I do love some chevrons though. Maybe I'll put some chevrons in the bedroom, but I do love a dark wood floor. I really like a dark wood floor, but maybe that kind of one instead. I'm gonna put this in basically, oh gosh, the roof. The roof has returned. I like to put the same kind of wood basically in every main living space if it's kind of open plan, and then maybe like a bedroom will have a slightly different wood going on. So the flooring's slightly strange up here, so maybe we will have to have a lot of rugs, because I do like the chevrons, but everything's on a weird angle. Well, I could do this one actually. It's a bit less obvious of a weird angle. What I'm thinking is some kind of like a more natural stone. I want to keep some more natural vibes in the treehouse whilst keeping it modern. So maybe more like a stone tile, but like some of these are super cute. That's possibly my favorite. We could terrazzo it up in here. Do you have terrazzo on the walls? Please tell me you have terrazzo on the walls. You don't, but there's some fun. Ooh. Wait, oh, that's confetti. I thought that was terrazzo. That's beautiful though. They have it. Let's see if I just do some swatches on here. Let's see how these look. I always really like the kind of bright colored flecks in there. The dark green is very nice. We could do a tub shower combo and have that there, or we could maybe do, well, I mean, we could do a tub, but then you walk straight into a toilet. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like that. Could do something like that, a shower tub combination. We'd have to have the toilet right here, which I imagine would work. I'm hoping it would work. If we had a toilet on this wall, then we could have like a vanity setup going on. Oh, we can use, oh, this one's kind of, oh, this one's really nice. A little floating one. Something I could put some kind of just floating shelf to just extend it. I'll do it in like the same kind of wood maybe. If there's any, is there like a retractable mirror? A real squiggle mirrors. I could just move the windows. Do you ever just change your build around one feature of your bathroom? I think it would be nicer to have some kind of actual mirror. We could have it hanging there. And then honestly, I could even duplicate this and we'll just pull it to not be... Oh, see, look at that. Kind of works. Could be like a little stool. You could maybe do your makeup there. I'll change all the colors and stuff. Now I just have to decide though what I'm doing for the walls, because I do like these floor tiles. I could definitely just change the color of them. I do like the terrazzo, but I think we need something more in here. There's the thing. Now that half, that lines up perfectly. I'm not sure what color I'm going for in the bathroom. I do like a deep green. Especially right now, I'm liking a lot of just dark green. Maybe that kind of orangey brown. And then I want the tub to not be so yellow, but I like the gold. And I'd actually quite like the mirror to be a gold as well, I think. Lower that, because I want like it. I just want it to feel like partially old, partially new. So I think we'll go for that green. I do like the tiles, and there's part of me that wonders about having these go around more of it, kind of like that maybe. I feel like you should see the tiles. I'm gonna go with that. And I might have to change the door tone to not be so, oh, I love this arched door so much. Let's do that wood. I feel like this whole section's gonna be a little bit tough to do. So what I might do is I need to paint the inside of this, because I forgot that's open with the outside, so I'll have that look the same. And I might move on to her bedroom. Where's the stairs gone? Hello? Stairs? I might replace the stairs again. The stairs are really not wanting to go through the floor. I don't know if the stairs are going to keep freaking out. We'll have to see. Alright, what I'm going to start with is actually the bed itself, because... oh, these are beautiful beds. This one's beautiful. We've got like an upholstered headboard, which is also beautiful. This wooden one though, I do quite like, but I wonder about doing... I might do this one. And I did kind of want it facing the balcony, but that means it would have to be in the middle of the room, and I think that can work, but for me, I'm not sure about that right now. Wait, we could just have actual... I mean, we are in a tree, so I think that could be a nice vibe. There we go, we have some benches. Ooh. Something like that could be quite nice. I want to bring old and new together, so it's possible I want to change to something more upholstered on the headboard, or I really like that one. Where have my stairs gone? They keep disappearing. I'm gonna have to, you know what? I'm gonna quickly test if she can walk up these whilst they're freaking out, because I fear she's not going to be able to. I think with the build mode, maybe this is why it's good to build with an actual para available, just to make sure they can access everything. Oh boy, these stairs are off center too. Hold on a minute. Let's do some live updating while she's trying to walk through this house. Okay, I have fixed the stairs, so that's better. So we'll just do some live edits as you were, Elaine. Oh boy, don't touch the tree. She's not saying she can't get anywhere currently. She did just about clip her head on that, but she wasn't phased by it. I wonder if taller paras are going to have a problem with it. I mean, she's just going to come through the floor. She's going to emerge. Yeah, she's just going to emerge through the floor. Which visually I don't like, but she can get to everywhere, which, I mean, that's all we really wanted. It did cut away at the stairs is the thing, but that just pulls that in a very obnoxious way. I might just have to go with it. It's gonna be kind of sad to have it like that, but I'm just gonna go with it. And now we can have some fun with some textures, because why wouldn't I just put wood up here? Come on, it's perfect. We could keep to kind of the green vibes though, in a way, and have... I've done so much green lately, but I am just feeling the green, I will say. It's just such a pretty wallpaper. Like, truly beautiful, but I don't want to have too much of it. Actually, that'll disguise the fact that's a really strange angle. So let's do that. I have quite a dark frame. The throw blanket, ooh. We'll do a different textile. I might do kind of like a ginghamy color. We'll have the dark green there, and then I might keep these sheets be Something a bit brighter. Keep it light enough. Maybe a little bit yellow. More of like a butter yellow on the sheets there. I think what we should have would be definitely some kind of dresser situation. There are some taller ones where we could have done like a walk-in wardrobe situation, but this be a small treehouse. So, oh, that kind of fits in right in line with this though. We could do something like that, and I could maybe, I need either like a table or a desk, and we'll just see how deep they're gonna be. We can do a little shrinkage. It does poke out a bit, which is kind of maybe not ideal though. I thought that could just be nice as a kind of like dressing table area, or I do the old shelf trick again, which I think could be a better option. Let's just do another shelf, because this won't physically be a functional place to get ready, but it visually looks like it. And we'll just poke that into there. I'm gonna make that be different kind of wood though, definitely. And we can get a lovely mirror again. There's a box mirror. The round mirror is very nice. Again, I want to keep like some, maybe some older looking stuff in here. So I wonder about doing like a, I know that feels like a 50. Oh, look at the bedroom in the mirror though. Then we could do a little stool in here. I wonder if we make the doors be lighter, or if that looks worse. Oh no, I'm struggling. I have too many choices. Maybe we keep that lighter. Okay, so we've got a bed, we've got a dressing table. What else do they just have in the bedroom section? We obviously need lights. We need a lot of decor stuff. We could have some kind of armchair in this corner. I think it would be nice to definitely have like a chair out on the balcony, but some kind of comfy... We could completely disguise the problem. The wall problem with a real cozy egg chair though. I mean, this kind of looks more outdoor, but I think that's just because it is textured as such. But if we go into here and do some a little stripe on it, a couple of cushions just down here, as if you could put them in there if you wanted to, but you don't have to. It's like she's removed them so she can sit in there and read. That's the kind of vibe. Oh, there's like a little basket of books. Okay, we could do like a little, maybe she's in amongst reading all of these things, so we could put a little stack of books there. I could also do, we could just do a shelf. I don't know if there's only one kind of bookcase. Okay, we've got a couple of different kinds of bookcases, but I don't know that they're gonna fit in how I want them to. So we could get our handy dandy wall shelf once again and do, now these do kind of work on an angle, but it's gonna be sad about it. We could maybe do a slim shelf. Oh, this is such a delightful time. Look at this. This is just lovely. And then I can pop some decorative stuff. Is there a vase? Some kind, yes there is, of course there is. That can almost act like a bookend. Then we can have this be here. And I'm gonna get a picture. Ooh, spices. A little round picture frame, which I love that you can do this. I wonder about putting like the city in it. Maybe she's come from the city and she's decided to build a treehouse. Let's sort out the lighting situation. Let's make it night time. Let's go just these ball ones, and then over here is there kind of, oh, there is this. There's a kind of light strip here, but I'm not too sure about that. We could just have like a directional one. See, downlight is not. Oh wait, this one's really cute. Hang on. I've changed my mind on the lights. So let's make them be that color, so we don't take away from the wallpaper. Okay, beautiful. Maybe we'll do that. Even though it doesn't really give light, it's almost putting light that way, but we'll do that. Let's just go with it. If we get one of these happening, That would make the most sense. So maybe I'll do one of these. Ooh, wait, one of these is beautiful. Don't currently have any overhead lights is the only thing. Is there just like some little spotlights though we could do? There we go. A couple of little spotlights just in around the bedroom. You can put just a straight up cushion on the bench. Just color of that. Do like another couple of yellow ones just to mimic the bed on the top. I'm sure there's maybe like is there not like some kind of folded blanket? I'm sure I saw one. Ooh, I didn't even consider doing a rug in here. Should we do a rug in here? Like a more traditional looking rug? Or is that too much? And you can't change the coloring of that rug, but I actually kind of... It's cozy to me. Or there's this one. That's too red, I think. Alright, I would like some more floor plants in here, just to kind of fill in the corners a little bit, because there's not a ton going on. But no, it's a bit big actually. I really like this, but it's kind of going to be in the way actually if I do a plant kind of under this. So maybe I'll do no plant there. What I will do, however, is pop one out here. I also just want to quickly put some chairs out here. What's the outdoor chairs like? I think I prefer the indoor chairs for outdoor. Although these ones are just nice. Ooh. Sun lounger. Couple of wicker chairs out here. Do a little side table. I don't know if there's a little side table or if I need to just get a dining table. Thinking she might come out, have a morning coffee out here, just enjoy the view. Still not sure about the coloring of this balcony, to be honest. Actually, that balcony changed too, and we also have a roof here now. And my other roof has disappeared. So, is this roof fine? No, I did fiddle with this quite a bit too. I'd be curious, could I just make this have like no roof? I actually think that's maybe a little bit better. Wait, is that meant to be a throw? Oh, that's more like a throw. Let's get rid of the towel. Okay, I think that's the bedroom done. I can say safely. I fixed the roofs, so I'm gonna save it and we can move on to the kitchen, I guess. Kitchen is the biggest part. It's gonna be it's gonna be somewhere in here. We're gonna go maybe I think this stretch. Maybe there'll be an island here. Weirdly enough, facing just that maybe is slightly strange. I'll fiddle with it. We'll see what we can do. Now, there's part of me that wants to do green again. I'm not gonna lie to you all. But maybe we shouldn't do green. I mean, to be fair, I've done green in the bathroom. I didn't do green in the bedroom. It was kind of like a rust and a green. So I could... I love a dark green kitchen. I really do. But maybe we find a nice tile we could use. Because, I mean, that tile's just very nice. So I could do... something like that, maybe. I always love the idea of having a taller... Ooh, a taller unit? Wait, let's get appliances, actually. Let's do appliances. Oh my god, clown fridge. Look at his face, the clown fridge. I mean, come on, the Smeg looking fridge. I mean, I have to. Let's put fridge in the corner. It makes the most sense to me. And... now the thing is, how big is the... And a cute little Smeg oven. Part of me would like to put the oven not on the same wall, but having it on this side would be interesting. I just don't know if I can do that with the counters. Probably not, to be honest. With the right counters, anything's possible. Actually, if I make that be like just a... Is that just a blank counter? There's a base cabinet, but if I just do one of the single door ones, and we just do a little, hey now, there's a little bit of a gap, but if we just Let me just fiddle with it for a little bit. I mean, it's not that practical necessarily. It kind of works, you know? I'm gonna go with it because that kind of works. I'm pleased enough with that, and I might do kind of a breakfast bar. Maybe that's a bit much. That might be a bit much. I take that back. I'm just gonna make that a normal counter, I think. Sure, look at that. It's a very fun time kitchen. It's very fun in this kitchen. I might put a sink. Maybe a sink in, oh, look at this sink. It's beautiful. I might put a sink in this corner. And let's change all of these to be the right color though. I'm so glad it just saves a swatch for me and I don't really have to... I don't have to drag and drop it. Once I've made it once, it does save it until I physically delete it. So it's good if you don't remember to do it. It's fine. It will just do it for you. Bit of cabinet there, just because it's kind of... makes it feel more open. Are you gonna absolutely wreck your hip on this and bruise it? Maybe. But that's not a me problem. That's the parrot's problem. Right, what kind of decor do we have? There's a couple of chopping boards, which is so cute. This will be the main prep area. We got popcorn. Are there little appliances or is there just big appliances? There's toasters, kettles, washers. Again, I don't think you can use a washer. Extractor hood is a good idea, definitely. I think what I need to do is like paint the rest of it too, so it just feels like I'm getting the general vibe, but I don't really know what I'm doing for the rest of it. I think maybe just a textured kind of paint would be on this wall. I'm not sure what color though. Same color scheme as upstairs. We'll do green as you walk into this part. We'll keep the green in this hallway. And I'm not sure what we're doing downstairs yet. Look, I like green and I like rust, okay? That's really just a color combination I'm loving right now. It's looking lovely. It's looking great. Let's do a coffee machine over in this corner. Maybe. I'm not sure if you could use that if it's not directly in the center, but I don't really want it to be right in the middle. And then I'm sure we could do, what does that say? Oh, that's flour. Okay, these are all going to be actually specific things. I was just going to put random jars around the place. Which I still might do. I might do a couple of these. Like a tea and a coffee. Put a little breadboard out with the toaster. I'm gonna make that a little bit less of an orange wood. Rolling, oh, a little mug tree. Okay, that's useful. Yes, give me the mug tree. Ooh, definitely some kitchen roll. Always useful. Might put that over by the sink. I'm gonna put a stack of cups here. A stack of cups that need a washing up. A little draining board. Oh, the hanging fruit basket. Oh, that's delightful. Hang on. I love this hanging fruit basket. Wait. It doesn't really work like on the tiles, but I do just love it so much. Is that bread? Bread and pastries. A little egg basket. Maybe I'll have a general fruit bowl. I do love that so much though. That hanging one is so cute. Let's do a couple of shelves in the kitchen. Because there's so much clutter to use and I want to use all of it. If you haven't been able to tell, I do love a wall shelf. And so it is just a fun idea to have all these different things. I'm gonna have another hanging plant in here. I've never had so much kitchen clutter. So I feel like I must use it. I must enjoy it. Do that little hanging plant. Like some of these could be herbs even. Oh, there's no ceiling in here. Wait, there's no ceiling in here? I forget, you can't look like too closely if you go in because it's gonna look terrible. I forgot there was no ceiling there. I was like, why can I not put a hanging plant there? Oh, that's right. But yeah, I think that's kind of my kitchen sorted. I could put a little bar stool at the end of here, like another little antique one or something. Now I'm gonna do, this dining table is gonna be very small. It's gonna be tiny. Go dark table. What chairs do I have to choose from? Again, I'd kind of like it to feel like that mix of a bit rustic and a little bit modern. So I'm kind of tempted to just have those chairs and maybe, I mean, maybe that table. That looks too park table otherwise. A light table and some antique chairs is maybe a fun time. We could have a spare chair. Spare chair and you can pull it out for get-togethers. Maybe we could do that. I think we'll do a big picture in here to kind of tie the green in with the red with everything else that's going on. There's some fruit. The sunflower. Honestly, the sunflower's pretty perfect, I feel like. Maybe the flowers could be kind of nice too, because you've got the pink color, you've got the green, and I might just put a nice mix of candles on the table because there's the candelabras, and then you've got candled. Make a nice little cozy dining space going on. And I haven't done any curtains. I think I definitely will do some curtains somewhere. I'm just not too sure where yet. And then this whole section is very just green. There's not too much. There might be a sideboard we could use. I don't necessarily want to do the whole shelf thing 20 times over in this house, but it does just work really well. Or I could put some kind of mirror situation going on. There is this kind of trolley we could put in the kitchen, actually. I'm thinking I'll keep that stool as kind of a, this is what you can use if you have more guests around. This is almost a fun time because I'm mixing old and new, but it's not my favorite. Do like the 3 light rule. They are not lining up and I don't know why. I think is that the wall itself is not straight, so it's freaking everything out. Just have that as like a feature as you come in rather than anything major. I could maybe put some pictures in between it, but I don't know about that. Now can I do... What about doing some kind of downlighters down here? I need this light to flip this way. That's very bright. You can't change the brightness of the lights, I don't think, at the minute, which I am excited for when you maybe can, because they're quite bright. They're almost like too bright at the minute. Oh, I don't have a ceiling. I forgot my build is kind of broken and I can't have a ceiling. So we will simply have wall lights and nothing else. I forgot how broken this was. Do we have a ceiling here? Okay, we have a ceiling here. We just don't have a ceiling in the other section. So we'll just ignore that. There's some kind of runner rug we could do. That would be something just to make the space feel a little bit fuller than it is. Wait, can I not? I wanna actually be able to freeform this rug, but I can only make it bigger or smaller. So what we might have to do is just stack multiple rugs on top of each other. And actually, I mean, this swatch isn't too bad. There we go. We'll do something like this. You can definitely tell it's just multiple rugs. You can definitely tell, but I think that means it's not just as, I don't know, as bland, and there's gotta be something. I could put some kind of curtain on this window just to make it a little bit warmer. I love the curtain function so much. The curtain is incredible. I don't know that I want curtains on all of these. It's kind of nice to have curtains though. Keeps it cozy. And we could do some kind of floor plant. There's that big one that I couldn't use upstairs. I used that one on the balcony actually. Like one of these could just fill in this corner. That could work. If we had curved windows, this would be game changing. But alas, I do not have curved windows, so I think that's gonna be the best we're gonna get, really. And I might put another plant just in here, maybe, next to this bar cart, which I'll put something on. I'm just not sure what. Some sauce and jars. When in doubt, sauce and jars. Oh, I can put the little salt and pepper shakers on the table as well. There we go. We put some random clutter in again. I think that might be the dining space kind of done. I'm very unsure of what to do in this hallway because it is just a very long stretch of hallway. And I don't necessarily want to just do tons and tons of shelves everywhere. Otherwise I could move like a picture in between each light. But then that might be too much maybe? I guess it depends what we have in the picture maybe. Run, squat, lift, burn, never give up. Perfect. I'm wondering about doing like a couple of more artsy looking posters maybe. Now the thing is, I'm unsure of color schemes to do. That is the same wooden floor. I think again some wallpaper could be nice to kind of just make it a bit more interesting. Oh, actually what I was gonna do was bring some more wood inside, which I didn't actually do anywhere. So here's an idea. Could we make this wall actually be like a painted white wood in between these, just to give it, there's a lot of textures going on, but I kind of like it. Like we could make a couple of these walls be wood, and then I could bring the, did we have a plain rust? We did not. I could bring this down, have that be the green, have that be the light again. That's much brighter than upstairs, but that doesn't matter too much. I think I'll have to see, what kind of sofas do we have? All right, let's do, okay, yes, it does make it an L shape. I thought it did. I thought I remembered seeing that. But I wasn't certain of it. Okay, that's perfect. It could be more like an orange color. Oh, there's a lemon ottoman though. And an orange one. Oh, that's so cute. I really like the ottomans. And actually, I'm gonna bring in another one of these, like, just tree trunks as a side table. I like these ones with the bows on them. So I'll get a couple of those. Maybe they can be some bigger ones. Do kind of like 3 of them. Could do like a different shade of green. I don't know about that. I might actually go for... There was a different ottoman that was almost like a... kind of like a basket looking one. I kind of prefer this maybe. Gonna pop a couple of candles. We'll have like some bigger looking candles. I think I'm gonna go for a standing lamp down in here. I actually kind of like the idea of using this stained glass one. Just for the kind of vintage vibes. I had not seen this leg one before though. And I definitely want a fireplace. I'm not sure where that actually is. So we will just insert it. Fireplace. One of these. Maybe not the shark one. Maybe just the classic looking one. I don't know if the chimney goes through all of the floors or not. I kind of hope not. But I don't know if that'll change. Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was just going to go through all the floors and I was going to be kind of concerned. Maybe we'll put a little fire extinguisher next to the next to that. Maybe we'll put a little fire alarm up in the kitchen too. I always lose where the bookcases are. There we go. Study, bookcases. I think a bookcase down... Oh, that's like the perfect height. Like a built-in bookcase kind of would be useful. And they just happen to be the exact same height. So we can make that be different kind of wood. We could maybe get a little plant. There are some storage boxes. We've just got to go ham on the decor now, basically, and just fill in some gaps. I need to do the bathroom decor still. I keep forgetting I haven't done that yet because I just decided to go off and do other stuff. Oh, the outbound camper. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Little mini camper van sitting up on the shelf. So cute. It doesn't have anything creative to do, like skill-wise to do. Oh, could we actually put a little open book on the ottoman? I do feel like we need a rug down here, definitely. Try and make this more... Yeah, like I really just can't see. Really can't see anything. How's that looking? That, you know what, that kind of works. We'll go with that. What else do we want? I'd like kind of a shoe rack maybe down here as well. There is a little coat here. Oh, it's like a fancy coat. Look at that. Is that like a fur coat? So fancy. Maybe also some messy wellies. I might move the slippers to be down here. I go for one light there, and then we'll do, I'm hoping there's ceiling here. There should be. I don't think I messed this ceiling up too bad. I might just put some like that and keep this corner a little bit cozier. I'm thinking of doing floor length in here. Or maybe make them be, I don't know what color. Part of me thinks that either the rust color or maybe the rust color. I've gone ham on the rust, I will say. Very nice. I like it, I like it. I'm trying to think what else maybe though. There's definitely no kind of skill things to learn that she's got. We could give her a guitar or something maybe. Maybe a guitar going up the stairs. I don't know if that's gonna be in the way. I don't think so. I mean, she walked through the floor, so I think they can walk around pretty much anything they want. Part of me wants to make this wall be green though. Just so it matches. And I could do some green behind there. We'll do some green behind there. I guess we'll just add some plants in, and then I think downstairs is also done, unless I come across something I completely forgot existed, which is also quite possible. I love this plant. I'm gonna have this one by the front door. I put a little hanging plant in. We also might go for a monstera down here. I think that's a monstera. I don't know plants. I mean, when you have curved walls, trying to put like decorative stuff in it really is a time, I imagine. So we'll put a couple of pictures there. I think though, that's probably down here done. I just don't know what color to make this. Maybe the sofa shouldn't be orange. I don't really know why I made the sofa orange, but what about having that be lighter? We'll make the cushions be richer and the sofa be a lighter kind of color. I think maybe works a bit better. So I'm just gonna do some quick bathroom stuff, and then I can call it done. A couple of little rugs, a little bath mat in there, and then I need to go to bathroom, and we need clutter. Clutter of all kind. Little loofah. Put a little bar of soap on the bath. You could definitely scale the towel down to fit in there. Okay, perfect. Put some shampoo in there. We'll also put a toilet brush. I keep my toilet brush behind my toilet. And toilet roll holder. I'd actually rather have the fancy one. The gold one to match the shower situation. I put another plant. Oh, a tissue box actually. Spare toilet rolls. Can we stack them? Yeah, we can. Got some spare toilet roll. And actually we'll put a box of tissues. Well, I don't know where we're gonna put a box of tissues. Somewhere. We'll put some tissues just on this kitchen counter where it's near the dining room. And I might also put a box of tissues on this coffee table. I think we could say that's done. I don't know about having like a picture or anything in here. There is just currently a white wall. But I also wonder about completely doing some wood in there and then doing a picture instead of having it two-toned now that I found that wood paneling. I mean, we could have another window. I wouldn't be against having another window because you're so high up that you'd never get like peeped on. So maybe we'll have another window. Actually, what I'm gonna do is do a dark balcony, and I might just pop the same chair down here. Oh, we could do some sunflowers up here. Just a cute little planter box. Cute. All right, now we need to do some serious landscaping. So this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna dump a load of trees, I think. A lot of trees. I need to work out some kind of path coming to the house as well, because I haven't even considered what that's gonna look like. We're on a massive plot. Truly a massive plot. And so I don't really know. I will say though, I love that the terrain is 3D. Like you're just not used to it. So it's so cool when it is. It is very, it's such a big lot for such a small build, like truly. Try and like blend in some grass with the pathway. Even like some wildflowers with the pathway. I'm not seeing like a slider to make this necessarily like softened on the edges or anything. That might be too much for it right now. That might be a thing they're working on, because if I could soften the edges, that would be a dream. I definitely use some more of the trees that are also already in the landscape around it, just to blend it in a little bit more. It is quite strange there's just this one different tree up here. We'll make this one quite big too. I think I could spend a really long time doing landscape stuff is also the thing, because it's just the fact you can just resize everything means you can kind of blend stuff in with the mini plants as well as the big ones, and it's just wild. It's such a good build tool. A lot of long grass. We're very much not in like a well-maintained area. Do some more bushes. I need to try and make this kind of paving situation look a little bit better, because I don't love it right now. Some outside lights and a bench, I think, is where I'm at, and then I can be pretty happy with it being done. This light isn't necessarily wanting to do, oh, there we go. I was gonna say, it's not really doing what I wanted it to do, but it is now. I think I've done it. I've added so many trees to this area. You could probably add so many more trees. In fact, I might add another one of these into this corner, and I could add like a real small version. I want to just feel very foresty. It's like somewhat being maintained on the back here, and otherwise it's kind of all just being left to do its own thing, and you just have this like really nice modern set, like modern but cozy treehouse in the middle of it. So yeah, that's my treehouse done. I could probably sit for a lot longer and do more landscaping stuff, but there's a lot of bushes. It's a big tree. It's secluded. There's a lot of land space for you to do whatever you wish. Build another treehouse maybe. But I will take you back through on the little tour. Unfortunately, the tree is not visible when you zoom too far in. The tree does disappear, which is a little bit of a shame. So this is the lounge room. You're gonna see the same color scheme this whole way through, but it's fine. I didn't even look at the TVs. This is very just like cozy, reading, like hobby space. You could probably move the bookcases and I could put a desk there. I don't know if I'd miss having a TV yet. I've not played enough gameplay to know if having a TV feels like real essential for their fun. Moving upstairs is the most beautiful bathroom. I'm really pleased with the bathroom. I think it's lovely. Just a mix of old and new. I don't know how I feel about the bathtub being grey, but I think it works because of the sink. And again, I've tried to mix like some old elements and some new elements just to make it feel, I feel like that makes it feel cozier. Like full modern, it's not necessarily my vibe. So also in the kitchen, we have got like the nice older chairs and the stool, but we've got quite like just a basic modern enough kitchen that you can kind of just like put whatever with it and it just works. Even the tile though does look a little bit rustic, I think, so it brings it all together. We've got like nice smart paneling. Love that picture too, by the way. I couldn't see that there was any way of like trimming, like adding some kind of ledge or anything to the half wall. Maybe I missed it, so maybe a little bit strange that that's just white. Otherwise I would have made that a wood, but it works, it's fine. And finally, another favorite space. There's a bedroom. It's just beautiful. It's so cozy. I love this wallpaper so much. I'm not even mad that I did the same color scheme in pretty much every room. It's stunning. This was my, as I said, this was my first build from the ground up. So I'm very pleased. It's a little bit janky, but I mean, it works, it functions, she can walk through it, so people can live here, and it's such a fun time building in this. There are some frustrations when it like almost doesn't click with another wall to make it a room itself, because that's the only way you can get flooring to form. Like you can't replace flooring above pillars and stuff, but it'll just take some getting used to. It's a whole new build tool that I've never used, so maybe I'll have to rebuild this at some point. I wouldn't even be surprised if someone else has already built a treehouse and it's better than mine, but I really wanted to give it a try, and I had a great time doing it, so I hope you enjoyed seeing this. Maybe it's inspired you to try and make your own treehouse or some wacky creation, because you really can build around anything. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more Paralives stuff. I'll definitely be building. I'll be doing some series, some mini-series, maybe some challenges, as well as all of the usual content, so would love to have you here. But that is gonna do it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!